Hey everyone, it is just getting into hurricane season, so we thought it'd be a good idea to give you 5 tips and 1 bonus tip at the end to better prepare yourself for cruising during hurricane season. So let's go talk about it. Hey everyone, John here from Byte Cruises. Welcome to our channel. Our goal here is to make cruising information accessible to everyone. We want to give you the best information possible so that you can plan and go on an amazing cruise vacation. If that sounds good, we would love for you to come check us out. Like the video if you find it helpful and subscribe to the channel to come along for the ride. We put out a brand new video on cruising every single day. So today we're going to talk all about hurricane season. Hurricane season takes place in the adjacent months. That is June, July, August, September, October, and November. So yes, pretty much half of the year is considered hurricane season. Now, usually hurricane season tends to really kind of exacerbate around September. That seems to be the big area where it's really kind of more prone to getting big hurricanes. September, October, a little bit into August, but as we're seeing now, it's the beginning of July and there's already been a Category 5 hurricane, so you never really know. It's always better to be prepared. So today we're gonna give you 5 tips and 1 bonus to really prepare yourself better for hurricane season and what it means for your cruise. So number 1 is a pretty common sense one. Travel insurance. I've been talking about travel insurance a lot for the past few months, only because I've seen so many firsthand issues with people having problems with getting sick or having weather-related issues, cancellations of flights, cancellations of cruises, things that go on, and they're not prepared for them. So travel insurance in the context of hurricanes is you're going to be able to get some money back. You're going to be able to get money back if you switch ports or you miss your port. God forbid your cruise gets cut short or your flights get canceled. You have to rearrange some things. You're going to get some money back. And God forbid you are out somewhere and you get hurt or something happens. If you are in a foreign country, your health insurance does not cover that. So having travel insurance is super important. I think, again, I always say it's one of the things that I really didn't consider when I was younger. We don't think of those things when we're younger. We think nothing's going to happen. And then as you get older, you realize, hey, this is important. I don't need it until I really need it. So travel insurance is number 1. My second tip is just prepare yourself for itinerary changes. If there is a hurricane, the number 1 kind of priority for the cruise line is to make sure that you and the staff are safe. Yes, they could easily cruise through horrible weather in some of those big cruise ships. However, it would be a miserable experience for everyone on board. So their goal is to make it safe and have you have a wonderful cruise vacation. So what they're going to do is they're going to avoid areas where there's a hurricane or a tropical storm. And that might mean instead of going to the Bahamas, you might be going to Canada and New England. You might be going to Bermuda. You might be going to the Dominican Republic. You might be avoiding the storm and just sailing out at sea for a few days. So be prepared for itinerary changes. The primary goal is safety, and they do not have to do anything or reimburse you for those things. They generally do because they are awesome. I don't know why. They don't have to do it. Your travel insurance will cover it. But the cruise lines are awesome with that. They do not have to. It is an act of God, and their priority is to keep you safe. But they do, so just be prepared. Your itinerary can change. Next up, monitor the weather yourself and be informed. I've been caught off guard a few times with tropical storms where I was just blissfully ignorant and going on a cruise and didn't even realize it was calling for bad weather. So obviously you can use your app on your phone that gives you the weather. I also recommend following a few people who specialize in these hurricanes and tropical storms. There's one in particular, Mr. Weatherman, that I watch. He is located in the Caribbean, talks a lot about those things. So if you're going on a Caribbean cruise during hurricane season, he is a great one to watch. So just stay informed yourself and be prepared. Next up, get seasickness medication. Be ready just in case you have choppy weather, whether it's C-bands if you think they work. I don't know if they work. I wear them. It's probably placebo. Whether it's meclizine, whether it's Dramamine, whatever you think works best for you. The scopolamine patch whatever it is, make sure you're prepared for that. They do have that on the ship, but in really bad weather, they are going to run out of that. So be prepared, bring that with you. Next up, be aware of all your options, of all the things that may transpire if you're on a cruise. You may come back to port, your initial port, maybe a day earlier, 2 days early. You might come back to port 2 days late, and you have to scramble and make decisions because they are trying to make sure everyone's safe. So always be prepared. Those type of things do happen. So be very prepared for that, especially during hurricane season. You just never know what's going to happen. So again, one of the big rules, right? Fly in early. Make sure your flight leaving is not like before noon. You never know. Even a couple hours is really going to screw that up for you. And then last but not least, my little bonus tip is pack your patience. You are in the same boat as everybody else, literally on the same ship as everybody else. There's nothing you can do about it if you're switching ports. If you're, you could be as mad about it as you want, but don't take it out on the crew. They have nothing to do with the weather. Their goal is to try to make sure you remain safe, as well as all of them and everyone else that's on that cruise ship. So pack your patience. Don't yell at people. Understand that things change and there will be changes. Enjoy your cruises. Cruises are always awesome. Thank you so much for watching today. If you have any other tips for hurricane season, please put them below. Otherwise, we will see you tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful day and happy cruising. Bye.